What's up guys, it's Lee here from You Got This Role, and we're going to break down a scene from 50 Shades of Grey, the opening scene. And the reason I want to do that is this: when I first saw the film, I wasn't a huge fan of it, but upon watching it back, the portrayal of Christian Grey, they put in a lot of alpha male qualities. Now this is a character that a lot of women all over the world, and some men, they admire this character, they fantasize about this character, and there are a lot of attractive characteristics of the personality. So I wanted to break it down in real time and show you what you might not see on the outside, okay? So let's check it out.
Mr. Gray will see you now.
May I help you?
Okay.
This way, please.
Okay.
Mr. Gray has a conference call at 11:15.
Right this way.
Miss Calvin, are you all right? Christian Grey.
Now the first thing people think about when they think about this character is that all of the weird fucking crazy sex things that he does. Now despite that, despite his weird kinks that he's absolutely fine with, you know, you got to think, he's fine with all these things, right? He's proud of all this shit. Well, those people who work for him, they probably all know. But despite the weirdness, he's still able to interact with modern society. He can chat with anybody. It doesn't matter about the situation. And he's still polite as hell. Somebody falls down, the first thing he does is, you know, he's normal. He's not the kind of person who goes, I'm me and I'm the way I am and you should accept me no matter what. You know, that's a typical fucked up thing that you see when you watch a lot of modern TV and films. You get characters who are like Ted Mosby from How I Met Your Mother, where they expect the person to come into their life. They expect the person that they're going to end up with to love every single quirk and habit and quality and everything that's about them. The world isn't fucking like that. So what he's doing is he goes, look, do you know what? I know my weird stuff's my weird stuff, whatever. I can still go over and chat to somebody like a normal fucking human being. So a big one there is, if you want to learn how to speak to people better, generally speak to people better, read How to Win Friends and Influence People, or get the audio book, because the real book's old as balls. Let's press on.
I'm Anastasia Steele. Miss Kavanaugh has the flu, so she asked me to fill in.
I see.
As we all know, fidgeting is a sign of nervousness. But if you check this scene out, her eyes are absolutely fucking everywhere, and he's solid as a rock. He knows at this point, he knows who he is, you know what I mean? He's a person that is on their path, and they're strong, and they're proud. They know exactly who they are and where they're going, and nobody who's going to come in and out of their life is going to fuck with that. He has no reason to be nervous. So the same way she's like, oh, my friend is da-da-da-da-da, he's just like, okay. He has no reason to be nervous.
So you're studying journalism as well?
No, English lit. Kate's my roommate.
As I said, I only have 10 minutes. Please, have a seat, Miss Steele.
Men aren't as simple as the world likes to make us out to be. Sure, you can be physically attracted to somebody upon first seeing them, but that doesn't mean that that reaches their threshold of doing anything about it. That doesn't mean that you're going to go, oh, look, an attractive person, and immediately change your behavior. If you see here, this guy's an alpha male. He's rich, he hangs out in rich circles. If he does hang out with people, I won't get into that. But the people who he surrounds himself with are confident. That woman who let her in the reception at the beginning, you know, that woman was beautiful, she works for a big company, she's clearly, you know, well paid. That's the kind of woman that he's used to hanging around. He's clearly attracted to this girl, like physically attracted to her, but that still isn't enough to win him over. So he's cool, he's unreactive, right? And that's the kind of thing that you can take in your day-to-day when you're interacting with people. Yes, this person is attractive, but my standards in life isn't just attractive people. People need to be special. People need to be funny. People need to be charming, okay? Just because they excel in one category doesn't mean that they're going to win at everything. Another thing you notice here is, because she isn't a journalism student, he's a little bit let down. Not for his personal interests, it's just that people who are successful and people who are hustlers and people who work hard, they don't like their fucking time wasted. So to him, he's like, right. You know, he gave a journalist 10 minutes. And now he's like, right, now it's not even a fucking journalist getting it. And I have to do this because they've driven all this way and I fucking agreed to it. Great. So he doesn't like his time being wasted. That's understandable. But on top of that, he's also polite as hell. So he's not going to brush them away. So he still says, please, have a seat. Those manners stay with him no matter what. Man, take a look at that body language. I mean, just take a look at that body language. The bit when she goes like that, she doesn't even know what to put her own fucking hands. Whereas if you look at him, he's got a relaxed neck. There's no tension on that neck. That guy doesn't need a fucking sports massage. His body is nice and relaxed, you know what I mean? He's some people call it man spreading, when a guy takes up loads of space on a train. But the thing is he's taking up loads of space in his office because why not? You know, why does he have to be boxed in? Who does he have to be careful of behind his own desk? He doesn't. So he's being relaxed. He's putting his own happiness and comfort first, and that's a great quality. Especially, you know, as long as it's not impeding on anybody. If you're getting in somebody's way and you're putting your fucking leg over somebody else's leg, that's a different thing. But he's relaxed. On top of that, you notice that he is shifted to the side. His body is facing to the side. His head's facing that way, but his body's going the other way. Human faces lie all the time. Mouths lie, you know, eyes lie, sure, voices lie. But bodies are harder to train. So his body is facing the other way because he's, you know, not massively interested yet. He might be physically attracted, but fuck. You know, if you look at his reception, every person who works for him is an attractive woman. Physical appearance isn't enough for him. So at this point, he isn't won over. He's not even, you know, sure, it might just be body language, so don't take it as him being rude, but he's not overly giving her tons of his attention just yet. He's being relaxed, he's being alpha, he's not hurting her, but at the same time, if you read him, you can tell what his intentions are. So this is powerful, you know, go out, look in day-to-day life, look at people's body language when they react to you.
Thank you. Ready?
Whenever you are.
Okay.
See, at this point, he realizes that she's a little bit intimidated. She's stressed out, she's worried, she didn't even bring a fucking pencil. So he comes round to, you know, short the distance. It doesn't, you know, if he's behind the desk, it becomes an intimidating thing. Now that he's there, he's like, alright, let's bring it down. He's saying to her, chill, I get it. And sometimes those little statement of empathy, those little ways of going, I'm human, it's cool, or like, look, I get it, it's alright. Those things make you look even better. Because what you're doing is you're shortening the gap, which then makes you seem more humble, it makes you be more human, and it lets people react to you better, it lets people react to you way easier. I've been in wrestling locker rooms where very established guys will come and just have conversations with younger guys, and it is such heartwarming, such a welcoming kind of thing to see. It's way better than, you know, the top tier guys who stay way away in the corner, they don't talk to anybody. Sure, they might not have a lot to talk to you about, but you'll feel better, the whole place becomes more comfortable. So by him coming over, being relaxed and sighing, it's like, alright, well, I know what this is going to be now, the pressure is off, chill, let's take this at your pace.
You are very young to have amassed such an empire. To what do you
To
owe
what do I
your...
owe my success?
Yep.
Seriously?
Yes.
Business is about people. And I've always been good at people. What motivates them, what incentivizes them, what inspires them.
This is one of the parts I like the most. Because anybody that you talk to in success, pull any big name out of the bag, Tony Robbins, Eric Thomas, Ty Lopez, Gary Vaynerchuk, all of them understand that this is exactly right. It all starts with people. How can you make people feel good? So later on when he starts talking about books and authors, that's him saying, your field is important. It's not just about what I'm doing. When he talks about, you know, being special and, you know, look at you, that stuff is making a person feel special. This is a real thing. You know, if you're out there and you're shy and you're unconfident, this can be learned. This isn't a, you either have it or you don't have it. This is 100% learnable, actionable stuff. And it's dead right. It's steeped in reality. Everybody that's in those big positions, very few times do you see CEOs of massive corporations who are stunted socially in that kind of way, because some way down the line, you need to understand people to work for people and to serve them.
Maybe you're just lucky.
I've always found that the harder I work, the more luck I seem to have. The key to my success has been in identifying talented individuals and harnessing their efforts.
Despite his success, alpha males remain humble. They don't need to brag about their victories, and they're happy to give the love, praise, and credit to the people who deserve it in their circles around them. You know, their victories, those are the things that keep them warm. So he's happy to give praise to everybody else. He doesn't need your praise. He doesn't need your rewards. You know, his success keeps him warm. His Lamborghini keeps him warm. His tower and his building and, you know what I mean, his fortune and his people around him. That's the stuff that keeps him warm. He doesn't need praise. So at the same time, it's very easy for him. And sure, like, why not? You worked hard for something, you deserve it. He could sit and be like, hey, I did this, I'm successfully. He's allowed to be humble. And you know what? When people are constantly looking for praise, it makes you less likely to give it to them. But the truth is Christian's kind of right. It's all about making people feel good and making people like you and you like them. That's what it's about. So don't fucking fish for compliments. Be humble. Whether you're alpha, whether you're a beta who wants to be an alpha, whether you're male, female, whatever. Don't fish for compliments. Be humble, be solid. People admire that.
So you're a control freak?
What a fucking dickhead.
You have an actual question, Miss Steele?
Yeah, sorry. Are you gay?
The biggest thing you can take away from this part is brilliant, brilliant eye contact. Amazing, powerful eye contact. She's looking everywhere, but he is confident enough to run through this situation. Let me tell you something. Most people's eye contact is shit. It's fucking shit. You start telling a story, and suddenly, without even realizing it, you start looking away for just a second, and you're like, you know what I mean, over here, and then suddenly your head's up over here, and you're like, oh, and then fucking hell, this happened. Look at the fucking person you're talking to. I tell you. And again, even though I've just fucking glanced there, do you see that? Have decent eye contact, not intense. Don't be fucking coming at people like this, you psychopath. Don't be fucking intense. Don't be looking away every 2 seconds. Just have decent eye contact when you talk to somebody. It can be relaxed. It can be enjoyable. It can be fun. It can be, you know, charming. Just look at people. Because I'll tell you now, more people don't do it than do. So you'll automatically stand out as an alpha. Fucking look at people, dipshit.
I apologize, Mr. Gray. Kate can be a little
Intrusive?
curious.
What about you? Why did you ask me something that you want to know?
What I love about this is that she's nervous and she's reacting in real time. Like everything that's going on is like, She's like a fucking deer caught in the headlights. Whereas he is confident and he's being the alpha of this situation. Now, why is that unique? 2 reasons. Number 1, usually when a guy is attracted to a girl and heavily attracted, by this point it's piping up. Do you know what I mean? His temperature is going. Usually when a guy is heavily attracted to a girl, the girl is the alpha of the situation. Secondarily, usually an interviewer is more alpha of a situation than the interviewee, because they can, you know, spring a gotcha question on somebody and they're like surprised, and it, you know, it really fucks with them. It throws them off axis. He doesn't know what he's going to be asked. So she has 2 reasons to be the alpha of the situation. Yeah, he still wins. Unfuckwithable. Say that phrase back. Unfuckwithable. I got that phrase from an interview with CM Punk. CM Punk says, take any foundation, sprinkle it with doubt, and watch that motherfucker crumble. See me, I'm unfuckwithable. And it's true. Take a happy relationship. Put in doubt that one person's cheating on the other, they don't even need to have done it. The whole fucking thing falls apart. Take any foundation, sprinkle it with doubt, watch it crumble. He is unfuckwithable. Doesn't matter if he's attracted to her, doesn't matter if she's attracted to him, doesn't matter what's going on, if it's an interview, if it's a fucking friendly coffee, whatever it is, he's unfuckwithable.
What are your plans after you graduate?
I'm just trying to get through finals right now.
And then?
And then I was planning on moving here to Seattle with Kate.
We offer an excellent internship program.
I don't think I'd fit in here. Look at me.
I am.
And this is the pièce de résistance. The number one reason why you should watch this film and learn from this character. In any situation in life, one valuable thing to do is to ask yourself, what would a confident man or a confident woman do in my place? What would they do in this situation? It's like a what would Jesus do of any baller that you love. Take anybody, real, fictional, whatever, and ask yourself, what would a confident man or a confident woman do in my spot? Now in this scene here, he's still, he's calm, you know what I mean? His body's relaxed. He's not wooden and all fucking stiff, but he's relaxed, his body's comfortable. His eye contact, on fleek. Fucking excellent. Everybody could learn from this character and eye contact. But the best part is that he's 100% comfortable expressing sexual intent. People ask the question, what do I say to them? What do I do? Oh, but what if they find out I like them? Well, that's fucking, wow, man. You really should let them know at some point. Do you know what I mean? Like if you guys get married, she'll probably know by that point, right? Like if you guys are like having sex and you guys are like fucking, do you think she'll know whether you fucking like her or not? Do you think she'll know by that point? I don't know. It's probably going to be like a 50-50 thing. Oh man, I really don't know. If you're like putting the ring on, it's going to be like, I hope she don't find out. He's comfortable telling somebody that he's attracted to them because he knows that he's unfuckwithable. He knows that he won't crumble. There are two types of people. 90% of human beings, if their crush finds out that they like them and they don't reciprocate the feelings, they will go withdrawn and they won't hang out with them and they will avoid them by any means necessary and they'll be awkward and they'll be like, I'm sorry I made this whole thing really awkward, like I'm really sorry. I don't know what this fucking face I'm doing is. They'll just dive into this fucking apology pool and awkwardness river and they'll just get the whole fucking way away from everything. The last 10%, the alphas, they know that, that's literally it. That's literally as far as the reaction fucking goes. Who gives a shit? Move on. You don't like me? Fair enough. Cool. No problem. And they act fucking normal. Alpha males and alpha females don't crumble under embarrassment. Whereas the betas and the weak, they're fucking terrified of it. So that's it. That's what you're fucking getting. Christian Grey, great eye contact, positive body language. An alpha male is caring, is still able to have great conversations, is non-needy, is unfuckwithable, fantastic qualities. A couple of things I probably wouldn't advise to take from Christian Grey. There's saying really weird, creepy sentences, stalking people and using their phone's GPS to track down where they are, undressing drunk people without their permission after you've met them like twice, fisting, that's just a personal choice. Yeah, there's a lot of fucking stuff I probably wouldn't take from this, but all in all, some good positive things to get from it. Who do you want to see reviewed next? Do you know what I mean? Who do you want to see we put on the fucking doctor's table and dissect and find out why they're great, why they're confident? At the same time, you know, this character, sure, this character might be a billionaire and have a nice car and, you know, being a conventionally Hollywood attractive guy and in good shape, but I guarantee you that if you took these characteristics and put them in another film, in another character, in someone who was poor, in someone who was homeless, I mean, I'm sure there are plenty of other fucking films out there, I'll go find them, of people who have these qualities, and that's what makes them attractive. And hey, everything in self-development, we take it from a stance of, what can I get from this? Not, what can't I change, but what can I get from this? How can I improve? How can I grow? So, I hope you take this, I hope you found it useful. Who do you want to see next on the chopping block? Which movie characters? Which TV characters? Do you want to see me take Don Draper and break down what makes him great? Do you want to see Goku on the slab? Do you want to see Walter White? What makes him a person that generates people towards him? Meth helps for that guy. But yeah, that's it. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave me some feedback. Tell me what you think. Peace.